welcome to the vlog. We're going to be traveling down to Missouri?
Missouri, past St. Louis.
To the very first, in my opinion, board game convention of the season. It's a gathering of friends with some industry folk that scheduled a cabin. They rented some random cabin in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Bland, Montana. Or Missouri.
Whichever
one it is.
I can't tell if you mean that as like Bland, Montana, or it's actually Bland.
No. It's legitimately called.
Well, we're not going to Montana, but besides that, it's all correct.
It is called Bland, though. So, join us on this very bland vlog. So if you're just tuning in, we are, well, down here in St. Louis. Is this St. Louis?
Yes, this is St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
That's the arch.
That's the arch behind me, which means we survived the trip to Chicago, survived the trip down here, and we are on our way to the very first board game convention of the year. In this vlog, we're going to be, well, learning about showers at gas stations on the way. We're going to be exploring the intricacies of our friendship and also diving into all the board games we've covered over the last month and a half to 2 months and letting you know our current thoughts on them. You're not going to want to miss it. So every time we think we're going to leave on one of these, well, weekly road trips, which at this point does seem like it's the theme of every single vlog, Shira.
It does.
Every time we think we're gonna do this epic compilation of packing and getting ready and like Casey Neistat transitions with us walking to the car and loading it. And how often does that work out?
Zero.
It has worked out less than 0 times because, like always, we're running a little bit late. I have a bag strapped to me and my back, a dog that needs to go, where is she? A dog that needs to go to the dog sitter because, well, she can't come with us on this trip. And we're on our way to what I'm calling the first convention of the year, which, like I already said, is really a gathering of about 25 industry friends in the middle of nowhere in Bland, Wisconsin? Missouri. One of those places. I've slept less than you guys would like to acknowledge or like me to admit, so we're gonna hit the road right about now. I know, it pains me as well. This time we're not taking Betsy. Betsy's gonna stay right over there. Instead, we're taking Big Old Blue, which, as far as I'm concerned,
is the superior car.
Is not quite as good as Betsy, despite popular belief.
So we need to swing by 3 places before we hit the road. We need to swing by Alex's because we left some games there and some camera equipment. We need to swing by the dog sitter to drop this little cute puppy off. We need to go by a drugstore to get my nausea meds because this is gonna be a long trip. And finally, I'm starving, so we need to grab me some food.
We're gonna go to Chicago to start with because that's where your grandmother is and your aunt.
And my aunt.
So we're gonna go have dinner with them and then we're swinging down to the game convention. Now, don't worry, I know we're a few minutes into this already, but we are going to talk about games on this trip. Come here, come here. Good girl, good girl.
Alright.
Ash, come here. No, you gotta come here. There we are. I know, it's scary. Goodbye, Betsy.
Oh, I want to close Betsy. I want to lock her up.
Ooh, she's very valuable.
Yes.
It's worthwhile locking her up.
And people like to steal her.
There's so many people, fans, have been looking for the location of Betsy. They're saying to themselves, they want her. This is a dog sitter that Ash actually stays at quite a lot when we're on journeys or when Shira used to work full-time as a nurse. This was kind of her primary home for about 50% of the time. So
I call her my doggy grandparents. Ash loves going here. They love having her. She's just a cute little cuddle dog and they're obsessed with her, as well as just me.
It's not like we're dropping her off at some random house. We don't like the idea of a ambient, uncaring kennel. Instead, this is a luxury resort as far as she's concerned. The famed Boardgameco studio, I know I'm here without him behind the scenes. I was here late last night filming a pile of videos, Isofarian Guard, Agamonia, Blood Rose Wars, or Black Rose Wars, no, Blood Rose Wars, one of those two. I am so exhausted, but we got so much content done. And I'm down here because I have to show you this one very cool trick that everyone's always impressed by. Hey Alexa, now recording. How cool is that, right? Alexa, done recording. Let's get on the road. Shira, you get a few games.
Oh, it's so heavy.
You get a few.
So heavy.
That is all prototypes.
Oh. Alrighty. Stops down. Yes, I'm jumping in. We have dropped off the dog, we have picked up the stuff from Alex, and we have gotten food for both of us because apparently he's also hungry.
Tuna melt sandwiches.
Now we are going to CVS, where I am going to pick up my nausea meds.
It's extremely necessary. When we first met, we literally could not allow me to drive, period. Both because it was unsafe with how tired I was, but that's not the point, but specifically because of how nauseous she gets. If any of you suffer from car sickness,
like me, or motion sickness or anything, it's a brand called Boning, and a friend told me about it, and it's magical.
It's
a chewable,
genuinely...
It tastes nasty.
I have been able to drive on these road trips like a madman as we've sprinted from place to place, like a very, very grumpy grandfather. I have been able to drive without you getting sick.
Yes.
Back roads and all. I'm telling you, if you've tried other car sickness medications, give this one a shot. Because I've
tried the wristbands, I tried
Benadryl,
Dramamine, I tried Pepto-Bismol, I tried all these things. I tried ginger, none of it worked. This has finally worked.
It actually works. And yes, we are officially sponsored by them, but that's besides the point.
Not.
What? We're not?
You're sleep deprived. Go
Why
to bed.
have we not got a sponsorship from this company yet? We're vlogging across the...
Good night, guys.
Alright, we got the good stuff, the essentials. Sponsored by Red Bull, like always, right? That's a classic. When are we doing that vlog, Shira?
When we slow our life down.
Titled something like Red Bull is Killing You?
Our journey off Red Bull.
Either way, what we're looking for in here is going to be this stuff. This is going to be the motion sickness relief chewable tablets. And then, you said it's off-brand this time?
This is off-brand.
That's ibuprofen.
Walgreens compared to Boning.
Compared to Boning, which is the good stuff. I cannot vouch for this, nor are we sponsored by it. I just woke up from, not a nap, I mean actually sleep. I needed to sleep a little bit.
6 hours of sleepingness.
About 6 hours of sleepingness. We have made it halfway on our trip. We were in Chicago to have dinner with your aunt and grandma.
Yep.
Which we probably won't put on video. Probably not the best way to say hi to them by sticking a camera in their face. But either way, yeah, this is Chicago. Tonight we're gonna grab some Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme.
Tonight's relative, it'll be around 4 in the morning when we head out to try to avoid the inevitable traffic of Chicago.
Chicago's terrible.
It's awesome.
Yeah. There's gonna be a whole bit of an awkward transition from Chicago
to St. Louis.
To us waking up the very next day, 24 hours later, in a Panera parking lot. We'll cut to that in just a second. Oh, and by the way, we do eventually make it to the Gamer Ranch, and it's pretty
amazing,
remarkable. We're not going to show any of that now. You're going to want to make it to the end of the vlog, but we skipped a day of vlogging, and I thought we'd do a little segment addressing or talking about that. It's this dynamic of being on the road, traveling, getting frustrated, anxious, stressed out. We both have a lot of things we're balancing and juggling, and so that sort of shut us down for a day.
Yeah, I mean, being with each other constantly over weeks and weeks and weeks at a time, we do rag on each other's nerves every so often. We say things that we don't mean. We might unintentionally
interpret things that we didn't say.
Interpret things we didn't say or did say, and we have some bad days. So we had a bad day this week.
Yeah.
We fixed it. The next day, we went out to a movie.
We did.
And We're back on track.
Just spend 24 hours to recover. But right now, you're gonna see us waking up, and it's gonna feel like a jump cut. Well, and that's because
It is.
good morning. We just woke up.
So sleepy.
Here. I mean, we crashed in the car last night. You can see the remnants of blankets and pillows, and lovely place to sleep.
Yeah.
Right outside of a Panera. We're gonna go find a Pilot Travel Center, get cleaned up a little bit. We are outside of St. Louis. Outside of St. Louis. We're at a Pilot Travel Center, and we're about to get fancy.
We're gonna shower.
We're living that truck style life. We got
I've never done this before.
2 showers booked, warm water, sandals ready to go so you don't get any of that foot grease. And
That sounds so gross.
this is gonna be good stuff. I've actually done this before when I was driving back from Arizona, when I was out there for a contract in Phoenix. This was probably one of the best, most refreshing things I discovered on the way. You can stop at travel centers, book yourself a shower, and take a moment just to spoil yourself. Rest stop showers are one of the best inventions ever for people who travel. They're just so refreshing.
We stopped at the Missouri Botanical Garden to take a walk around, get some fresh air, and see gorgeous things.
Yeah, we'll do some B-roll, we'll share. Sooner or later, we're gonna be narrowing these vlogs down into micro stories of different locations like this, but for now, it's just part of the bigger journey. We're probably gonna see the Arch today. This is, like you said, the Missouri Botanical Gardens, and we're also gonna start ripping through all of the games we've covered over the past couple months, letting you know highs, lows, whether or not we still think they're worth playing.
Basically where we stand on them today.
Yeah, so a little bit of a retrospective vlog. Okay, so we're here at the Missouri Botanical Garden. They are doing construction work, so if you hear a din in the background, that is either going to be the crickets, cicadas, or construction that's currently going on.
Yeah, that all started with a C. Cricket,
Yeah.
cicada, and construction.
All of those things are happening, but we thought we would, I don't know, cut out in a tiny little corner. We found a really nice little gazebo with some handmade or hand-hewed benches behind us, and do the board game section of this, because y'all want to hear about board games, I believe, for some reason.
I think that's why they come to our channel.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, this whole time, I thought it was the vlog.
You thought it was you?
Well, no, I thought it was the vlog.
Okay, because
But
it's not you.
I knew it was never me.
Right.
I did know it was never me. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scroll back. This is gonna be a little bit of a longer section, but for those of you that are interested, awesome. For those of you that aren't, skip over the board game stuff, I suppose, and make it back to the travel portion. I'm scrolling back a month.
1 month?
To we had a weekly update, one of the very first weekly updates we did when they were in conjunction with this.
Yes.
And we're just gonna do hot takes. I'm gonna start listing off stuff we've done. You're gonna say, like it, forgot about it, don't really care about it.
Okay.
All of that. Everyone loves how Shira really doesn't like IDGF type of approach.
I don't give a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 1 month ago, we were covering the second chapter of Oath.
Hate it.
Oh no! Yeah, that's your
I can't-
still hasn't come around.
No.
The farther I get away from the game, the more I kind of want to keep it in my collection, even though I don't want to play it.
No.
It's so pretty
not
though.
staying.
Divinus.
I'm really excited for it. I cannot wait for it to come out. It's a prototype, right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that's the one with it's the legacy style prototype. We had 2 chapters to play.
Yeah.
Really lovely. I'd agree. I really am looking forward to it. Didn't do as good on Kickstarter or GameFound as I expected, and I guess it might be kind of hard to sell. Legacy games are a little weird, but yeah, that's one high on
We
my.
like going into legacy games and campaign games. We're doing Gloomhaven
Yep.
and KDM right now.
Yep. Steam Watchers.
Steam Watchers, meh. I will play it, but it's not on my top rated games of
You're
all
like
time.
4 plays in,
Yeah.
and the first play you didn't like it at all.
No.
Second play you even more didn't like it
Starting
at
to
all.
grow on me. At the 3rd and 4th play, I don't hate it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's meh.
It has the same problem that a lot of your like area control tactics games have, where you don't have anything mitigating the luck. You can always do the math, and it comes down to just resource management and movement.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always make for the best play experience for everyone at the table.
There's also not a lot of other mechanics involved. It's really just area control.
So 1 month ago, again, we were covering Velocity Vanguard, which is one that I
don't
did.
know it.
I'm really interested in it. I understand that there's some other systems, space exploration games out there that people have said do a similar thing. I don't care. It's the first time I've came across it. It has like gravitational movement. It's
I think
really
I tried
cool.
to set it up and I could not understand it. It was
You did.
massive.
1 month ago, we were talking about if you need a board game table, because we got the little Cassidy gaming table in.
Yes, we did. I
Final
love
opinion?
the Cassidy gaming table. So I'm obsessed. We have a white one with a huge Quackalope logo on it with
Yep.
the gold cups. And it's great. We keep the cover on it a lot of the time and use it as a desk, as a table to eat on, as a multi-purpose function thing. And then when we take off the lid, we can play games on it. It's awesome.
We played Nemesis on the Cassidy gaming table. It fit functionally.
Yeah.
We had 5 people around the table.
Yeah, I like how it's an octagonal shape, so you don't feel like you're constantly rubbing elbows with the person
Yeah.
next to you. You can sit at a little bit of an angle and get a huge game laid out.
So I'm going to list off 3 very quickly. Well, not very quickly. On Mars, Alien Invasion. You've never played On Mars. I'm intrigued by it still. I mean, the coverage really hasn't changed. Dodo's Riding Dinos. It is such a
Worst
good
game.
little family
Worst
game.
game.
Oh, come on.
I still can't be nice to
I-
it.
you-
The minis are the best part of the game.
The game
They're
is
super
fantastic.
cute.
It's a dexterity little roll and move racing game. Either way, Lords of Hellas.
That's an interesting one. So I played it once, I believe,
Yep.
and we're waiting for. There's a new one. Ragnarok is going to be
That's
coming out.
the new one, yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to Ragnarok. I want to get another gameplay of Lords of Hellas, and I didn't have the greatest experience first time, but it has all the mechanics that I should love. So
Yeah.
I want to do it again.
Yeah, I'm still conflicted on Lords of Hellas. I have a lot of friends that really love it. Area control is not my favorite type of mechanic, so I've always played Hercules fighting monsters.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I have won with that strategy almost every time. I don't know if that's just like best way to go or best practice or I've got lucky, but I'm not entirely convinced. Ragnarok is a theme that I'm really, really into. We did another weekly update covering Cerebria, Starcadia Quest, BGG Top 100. Cerebria is great. We're working on gameplay video of that soon.
So nice. The artwork is exquisite. The gameplay is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's intense,
really grown
it's
on
deep,
us.
It's thought-provoking. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
As a head-to-head 2-player, it might be one of our favorite
Yeah.
couples games so far. Starcadia Quest
Are we a couple?
actually started to grow on us. Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, you said that. I just had to address it because someone's gonna pick it up.
No, I don't use that terminology.
Okay, cool.
Starcadia Quest is actually started to grow on me a lot.
Is that the one with the top 100?
No, that's Starcadia Quest is the one that Jan taught us, where
Oh.
you're doing the little skirmish battles with the cool minis. I sort of don't want Jan to get rid of it, but I also don't want to own it myself. I'm in a weird point with that. After that, we went on to I'm Done with YouTube, or no, I'm Done, Something Needs to Change. Sorry, the I'm Done with YouTube is a future video that people didn't like. They liked this one, though.
Yeah, because you needed a haircut.
It was all about a haircut, and as far as your opinion goes,
This look is gonna stay. He's a much better looking duck.
apparently the look is going to stick for a little while.
You need to get the mohawk trimmed down a little bit.
Following up with that, Bantam West and Dragon Bond.
Phantom West is probably one of the other games that I'm really looking forward to the final copy. I know they've continued to make a lot of changes, so I'm wary of how the final copy will turn out. But
No, I'm not worried. They're
where
making
I
it
played
heavier. They're making it heavier than Alex likes. That doesn't mean it's heavier than we like.
So where I played it, the current state, I really enjoyed it. I wanted to
This is such a loud thing.
jump in. I wanted to jump into a longer gameplay. We only had time for a shorter one, but I really, really enjoyed it. I like the mechanics. I like the open world exploration type.
Yep.
I like the combat system. It was cool.
So
Hello, everybody.
Dragon Bond. Dragon Bond.
Dragon Bond. We played. I caused us to all match up with dragons versus generals.
Alex played it at 4 and said he really liked it. And so if with that stamp next to what I already think about the game, it's not like a most anticipated game of all time, but if you backed it, I'd be excited for it still.
I'm okay with it. I don't have the excitement that it seems like you and Alex have, but I'm not avoiding it.
Flamecraft, Adorable Dragons in the Real World.
I love that game.
I think you're more sold on it than I am.
I like it so much. I like the puns involved.
Yeah.
Like the Duncan Dragons and the stuff like that.
It's very cute.
I like the mechanics.
Good
I like
resource management, good tableau building.
pretty,
Yeah.
it's artistic, the names are cute. I'm really fond of it for a family style game.
Legends Academy.
Legends Academy. you take this one.
Why do I have to take this one?
Because I kind of got worn out from it.
Yeah, we played a lot. So we're going to be doing we're going to be doing a trip back up there to sit down and do some more prototype and development work. There's still some things I'd like to refine. A lot of people were kind of beating their heads against some of the stamina cards and action resource and how that system works. And then, of course, we still have to get the rest of the stories fully built out. So there's still some development work to be done. I'm really excited about it. I think people are really going to enjoy it when it gets into their hands.
I think it's a good game.
So,
that's all I really feel about it right now.
Lands of Galzier.
Lands of Galzier. That one was really cute. They didn't give us a lot to dive into. It was limited, but it was also another open world exploration type game with an app.
With a ton of supplemental content. That one does have an app. I think Lands of Galzier is one game that I am not 100% sure where it'll fit in my collection because of the accessibility, how big it is, just the nature of playing it with the app, of course. But I do think it's going to be like a standout, kind of remarkable game if you love storytelling. The writing in it was better than most of the storytelling games I've approached so far.
I liked also how simplistic the app was. It was so easy to dive into it, and there's so much in there. Apparently a duck and a goose are going to appear.
Yeah.
So that makes me even more fond of it.
We have Oath and Dragon Bond. We had 2 gameplays that came out.
No Oath.
Still the same on those. You unboxed Meadow.
I did. It's probably one of my most favorite pretty artistic games that I just enjoy playing at 2 to 3 players. 4 is a little much, and I've seen that in the comments that people think 4 is a little much. 2 to 3 is its niche.
Jan and I unboxed Merv. Merv is still one of those middle games, right? It's really lovely at what it does if you love some of the mechanics, like moving around that sort of city defense system and worker allocation mixed with Euro. It does that really well. It's not a favorite game of all time, probably in the top 100 for me, and so we haven't had a chance to play it yet.
I don't know what it is.
5 things we hate about board games. You recently came over to the idea of catch-up mechanics a little bit.
I did. We recently played Ankh, and I don't know if our gameplay has gone up by the time they're seeing this video, but with our 3-player game, I ended up merging with someone else, and it wasn't a horrible experience. I was kept in the running. I felt like I had a chance at winning, and apparently that's the goal of catch-up mechanics.
That's the idea of it.
So I'm not actually hating them right now.
Moving up, another Oath piece of content. We did a lot of coverage on Oath.
We did.
I thought it was the fair way to cover something that we ended up not liking. Beast came out next. We just finished another gameplay of Beast. We have a 3-player with Alex, you and I.
I really like it. I think my rating in the most recent... Was my rating the highest or was it the lowest?
I believe yours was the highest.
Mine was the highest. Yeah. I think it's a great game and I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be a hidden movement, very aesthetically pleasing. You're kind of leaning out of the frame just a little bit. Very, very captivating, very aesthetically pleasing.
I think one of the reasons I like it so much is because it's the first hidden movement I've played.
It is.
We have Mind MGMT that we're waiting to dive into. I haven't played. Have you played Mind?
I have. It's really good.
So I'm waiting to dive into that one, and then I'll kind of compare the two between hidden movement games. But I like it a lot right now.
Then we have Herletu and Converna. That was a video that Jan did. A Noble War was a preview that I did. Didn't end up funding on Kickstarter. They ended up, well, it would have funded, but they ended up pulling the plug on it. And so, hope to see that one come back at some point. It's sort of a Dogs of War style game.
All right.
Flamecraft gameplay, Tinner's Trail. I still haven't had a chance to play Tinner's Trail. We opened it up. I'm excited about it. That's all I can say. Rococo. Have you played Rococo?
I have not.
So, Rococo, we did a deluxe edition gameplay. Rococo is probably one of the most lovely deck building-esque, like hand management, worker placement games. Really, really love it. Coming from Eagle Griffin Games, they make remarkable games. It is probably currently my favorite of what they've made.
Okay.
Then we had The Problem with Sam Healey and Sam Healey's top 10 board games of all time. That was only 2 weeks ago that we were doing that content.
So, wow.
So The Problem with Sam Healey.
Problem with Sam Healey. He drinks too much coffee. He's too
true.
far away.
Yeah, there's a few problems with Sam Healey. If you notice a trend, like we've been doing a series of videos on the weekends called vlogs.
Called vlogs that have clickbait titles. If you're really upset with the clickbait titles, avoid the weekend content.
Well, no, I mean, anyone watching at this point, they aren't actually upset with it. Some of them might be bothered by it and annoyed by it, which I understand, but over the past 2 months, our vlogs have been the strongest content on the channel when it comes to engagement, when it comes to viewership, and that's a combination of good quality content that is placed in front of people because YouTube sees people clicking on it. It's just the nature of the beast. Sam Healey's top 10 board games of all time, however, is now our most successful video on the channel.
Is it? Congratulations.
So Very, very happy about that. I was glad Sam was able to partner up with us and do that. A lot of people have loved that. Then we did a gameplay of Legends Academy. We did a gameplay of Merchants of Magic, which is a really, really cool roll and write. We haven't played it yet because it's hard to get access to those when we're, over Saturdays on Shabbat.
Yeah.
Y'all can walk through, no problem. Sure. We're just vlogging. That's all. If you like board games and you look up Quackalope, that's what we do. And then I did a top 10 board games Target edition.
Yes, we were not together for this
We were not.
video.
I was on a road trip. This has done really well. It's 2 weeks old now, so 15,000 views in 2 weeks. I think the next vlog, if you want a preview of it, might be board games from Walmart or something like that.
I'd like to do Walmart. I'd like to do Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and Noble's
like to do
high on the list.
Yeah, I'd like to do other locations. I think for people who don't have a game store within their city, having access to these huge chains can get them some of these cool games.
Not this weekend, but maybe next weekend, the vlog title that we'll go with is going to be, Does Walmart Have Good Board Games? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Then we have Root gameplay.
Root. I wasn't in this gameplay.
Yeah,
but
you still like Root, but we don't actually play it that much anymore. People have noticed on the channel it's not something that we're going back to a lot.
It's still one of my favorite games. I really enjoy playing it.
It made it into my top 20.
The catch is that you need to play it with a group who knows it. It's really annoying to teach to new people. If people who know it, people who know the factions, you can get a really great game in.
Yeah, still love Root. It made it into my top 20. It's not in my top 10 though, surprisingly enough. And that's just because every time we get an offer of like 3 games to the table to pick between, Root typically isn't the one we actually choose.
Did you just give spoilers to your top 10 and top 20?
No.
That haven't launched yet?
We have more content coming out. If people are watching this, they get spoilers. It doesn't matter. Masters of the Universe.
A great game. So much fun. I cannot wait for the final copy.
It's really, really fun. We have more gameplay coming out down the road. We don't actually have the prototype anymore, which is a little disappointing. We had a blast with that, though. She Left Me was the vlog coming up next with 13,000 views.
Yes.
You did leave me.
I did. I went back to work as a nurse.
If you've made it to this point and you haven't watched the very end of that vlog, you need to go there. You ended up coming and surprising me out of nowhere.
You can really just skip ahead, but he's so cute when he's grumpy in the morning and gets woken up.
You took a bus from Cleveland down to Maryland.
6.5 hour bus, a Greyhound.
Just to like surprise me.
To surprise you and drive back with you.
Yeah.
I missed you.
Then we have Now or Never. Only a week ago we were posting this content.
So nice. We played it a little bit before that, which is why it feels like it's longer ago. But Now or Never by Ryan Lockett, right?
Probably one of, if not Sleeping Gods, then this one, which you haven't played Sleeping Gods yet. Now or Never might be the best game coming out. It certainly is in the trilogy of them.
So pretty. I like what it's doing a lot.
We did a interview with Sam Healy.
We did an interview with Sam Healy.
You talked about it in the last vlog.
I did. I apologized.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling better. There was a lot of positive comments and feedback, which I really appreciated. We also talked about just coming to terms with being on the internet. The internet's going to have negative reviews and going to have positive reviews.
I mean,
focus on the positives.
If I did a video just reading the worst things people have said to me, honestly, it'd be great comedy. Because people lose sight of what they're saying on the internet. And one of the most meaningful things and I think he actually watches the vlogs, we're not going to say his name, but we had someone who had commented originally on the Sam Healy post that to us was interpreted as pretty harsh and pretty critical and pretty uncaring. And he actually followed back up, meaning he watched the vlog over on the second week.
He got to my point in it, which was like 17 minutes in.
Yeah, he responded to you. And that actually, out of everything, out of all the nice comments, the support, we know you all care about us, we know you all love us. Out of everything, honestly, someone coming back and taking the time to watch, listen, and re-respond.
Basically, give me another chance.
It really meant a lot.
It did mean a lot.
Yeah.
I'm still new to this. I'm still growing and improving, and I'm going to make a lot of mistakes.
So we're moving into 1 week ago, which is insane.
Still so long.
Lands of Galzier.
Lands of Galzier.
We already talked about this. This is going to be the app-driven one. We did the gameplay, though, this time. It launched up on GameFound. It truly is a lovely experience. It's not doing as well as I would want it to do, but it's probably where I expect it to be, being an app-driven, story-based game. It's a hard thing to translate.
It's a small niche within this community.
Why I don't enjoy these 5 board games, I went through a list of games that just were not my favorites. Video did well. We have more of those planned. We're going to try to do more and more like hard-hitting critical content when it's appropriate. I
have some games that I can put on that list.
Okay.
We mentioned them earlier.
You might do your own list. These 6 board games raised over $14 million. I was thinking through Flamecraft and Iridia being in my collection, and I was just reflecting on the fact that I have so many games that I've been able to have a part in and support and play that have raised a ton of money and that the community is excited about. So I just wanted to do kind of a reflection back, open up the prototype closet and take a look at what we had.
There really is a prototype closet, in case you're wondering.
Mythic Mischief.
Mythic Mischief is a really nice...
Really good.
Is it skirmish? I don't...
It's sort of skirmish. It's more abstract.
Abstract skirmish. I really like it. It plays well at 2 players. It plays well at 3 players. It plays well at 4 players.
It's a 5 and a 5 for Boardgameco and Quackalope.
Yep.
It really, really, really is lovely. Moving up. Iridia, The Paths We Dare Tread. You and I did a gameplay of this, didn't we?
We did 2 gameplays, and we did first impressions.
What do you think? Where does it sit with you? Are you hoping to go back into it? Did you have enough so far?
We're starting to get a huge list of these open world exploration games.
A lot of them.
That is starting.
So where is it on your list?
So right now I'm just thinking of, there's Bantam West, there's Iridia, there's Lands of Galzier. Have we talked about any others recently?
I mean, we have ISS Vanguard. There's just a lot of games showing up.
I like it a lot. It reminded me of a bridge to KDM, which was really helpful because then we launched into KDM later that night.
So we're on to this week, which is just going to be literally 5 days ago is when we posted I'm Done With YouTube.
Wow.
Which was, in case you haven't caught on yet, another piece of vlog content. Now, I understand at this point we're to the people that are really enjoying and watching the vlogs, and let me just say, people's criticism was genuinely fair. Our approach to those 2 videos was, first off, in part because I thought it'd be funny. Second off was kind of an aspect of doubling down and really not taking a step back from the idea of clickbait and the idea that it does work on the platform. We can't title these vlogs Traveling Vlog to Illinois Gamer Ranch Vlog number 137. They'll just get drowned out and we won't be able to produce them. The balance, though, is doing videos and doing titles like Does Walmart Sell Good Board Games or Top 10 Board Games You Can Get at Walmart, and combining that in a way that doesn't feel like it's manipulating the audience, but does still encourage people to click, right? That's
especially
the nature of it.
Especially the people who are really invested in our relationship and in our growth on the channel. And we don't want to pull your heartstrings and mess with them. We don't want to cry wolf.
There was a much larger section to that original clickbait conversation that I ended up cutting out for the sake of time so that people would join in with the vlog and see the content. And they did. There was a lot of people that actually really enjoyed it. Just for you all to know, we lost about 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
After about a day and a half, we completely rebounded. There was a ton of comments. There was a mix of comments saying, thank you, Shira, for being so honest and genuine and like trying, which means they watched like 17 minutes into the video. And the other half of the comments were, we watched for 30 seconds.
And
Jesse, you're an asshole. I've unsubscribed. So we lost about 100 subscribers from that video, which is never a fun thing to see. But honestly, we're back to growing. We've been growing for quite a few days. It didn't hurt the channel at all. Views are better than they have ever been on the channel across the board. And that balance is something we're going to have to strike. We're going to have to do what we can to get as much eyes as we can so that we can do this as our career, while also doing our best to like invest in you, invest in the community. At the end of the day, the consistent clickbait titles on the vlog content was, 1, in an effort to help them, and 2, because if they're only ever on a single set of videos, it's
you can
joke.
avoid them.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's funny.
You find it funny.
To me, it's very
quirky
funny.
sense of humor. Candid moment. I'm getting eaten alive by allergies,
we're almost
so
done.
we need to speed
We're
it
almost done. You played Kingdom Death Monster for the very first time.
Kingdom Death Monster, your holy grail.
Yeah. That's it?
That's it.
You're not gonna say anything else?
No.
You're still playing with me.
Watch the video.
You're still playing with me.
Am I?
Yes, you are. Stop. You're still. Yeah. Okay. Now you're gonna get me all frustrated. We played Ankh, Gods of Egypt.
Nice game, especially for my game group up in Cleveland. We all like area control, asymmetric factions,
It's a
powers
new
and
favorite
abilities.
for area control.
And Simon, probably one of my favorite companies.
Yeah. They put out really, really consistent games. Following up with that...
Helicopter.
I know, it's so loud here. I hope you all can hear us fine. Following up with that, The Great Wall by Awaken Realms.
Great Wall, great game.
I really want to keep playing this one.
I do too.
I mean, it's been on my growing list of, I want to play. I want to play. When can we find time to play? I know we don't have time to play, but I'd really like to get it to the table. Then we follow up with more Mythic Mischief. We took a first look at Isofarian Guard, which for me is really, really compelling, really interesting. I think some people are really going to like it. It is not the highest on my list when it comes to kind of open world story-driven games at the moment. The question for me is going to be coming down to the control, how open it feels when you get into about 3 or 4 hours into the game, and the control of the bag building. Those are the two things that I haven't had a chance to really discover yet.
I don't like bag building.
5 rules you missed in Kingdom Death. Unboxing of Mind MGMT. We haven't had a chance to play that in person yet. And then today, the day we're filming this, Agoose's top 10 board games of all time. Hopefully y'all are enjoying that. And we're gonna head out. We're gonna go check out the Arch, head out to the gaming ranch, get some snippets with people that are out there that we're meeting up with. We have a lot of publishers and designers and content creators. And yeah, this is probably going to be the longest segment of the vlog. Everything else is just going to be the travel and the experience. But for those that have watched to this point, we do just want to take a moment to genuinely say thank you for being here. We love what we do. We love this community. We cannot wait to see and meet you all at conventions and meetups and stuff that are coming up.
Spoiler alert, Gen Con's coming up.
Yeah, we're both going to be there for a few days, and we're planning other things. We're planning BGG Con, we're planning PAX Unplugged, we're planning a whole lot of stuff, and so...
I just want to do a quick recap. I feel like predominantly that was a very positive experience of the games that we have covered in the past month. We've covered a lot of great games that I'm really looking forward to, and it was nice to do this recap.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much has happened in a month. So much. So, with that being said, we're going to keep exploring the Botanical Gardens. We've got about another 45 minutes here, and then we've got to hit the road and make it to where we're supposed to make it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being so gracious and kind and understanding, and always having our backs. So, with that being said,
let's go somewhere.
Let's head out.
We're about to head out, but we didn't want to leave without commenting on how nice this garden is.
Yeah, this, it's what, the Minnesota?
The Missouri?
Missouri Botanical Garden is absolutely lovely. So much space, so much to explore that we haven't even had the time to dip into. And we paused to talk with you all for a long time here, but we didn't get a chance to really tell you how nice this is. If you'd like to see more self-contained, like little 8 to 12 minute videos or daily vlogs covering something like this, where we spend an extra 4 or 5 hours and really talk about and show and visit with you all.
Read some of the signs and show the different plants and the vegetables and the fruit. Like, there was these massive gourds just hanging from this like trellis within a tunnel. Yeah. It was cool.
Let us know. We would like to spend the extra time and cover that content and stuff, but only if people are interested in it. So
we're interested in it.
We're gonna head out here in just a bit. Oh, and something I don't want to undercount by just talking about all of the nature and life and kind of beauty here is also these origami structures. They have these art exhibits throughout the entirety of the park, and honestly, it might be one of my favorite art exhibits I've came across in a long time. They're really, really creative, they're beautiful, and they set in with the scenery really nicely. Can you say something?
He's so big.
We are currently on the tram going up to the top of the Gateway Arch here in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's been a good trip so far, but take a look at this.
Look at all those stairs.
So the really cool thing about this tram, which you can't feel or see at the moment, is that it actually uses a Ferris wheel mechanic as it's transferring up the archway. So we're kind of in this little capsule, and we're going up a round curve so that we can get a view of everything up at the top. It feels very, very interesting.
We just came down from visiting one of the second tallest man-made monument in the world, second to only the Eiffel Tower.
She's been working to memorize that. Yeah, we just we just visited up there. We brought you with us, saw a really nice view. I'd been here when I was younger. This is the first time you've ever been here.
This is my first time here.
First impressions,
what
do you think?
Highlight of my trip so far. It's magnificent. I love the architecture. I like the views that it gave you on both sides of the city, river. I don't know. Mississippi River is so cool.
Yeah, now we need to swing by a deli to grab some challah before Shabbat and get up to the cabin.
And don't forget the very most important thing, Cold Stone ice cream.
Cold Stone ice cream and edit this vlog. All right, we escaped St. Louis. We are on the way. Shira,
What?
we picked up some food for the weekend.
We did, and now we're gonna go get ice cream.
We
You scream, we all scream
got some
for ice cream.
interesting liquors. We got some challah. We got some sandwiches. Got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
'Kay.
Pickles and pickles galore.
Yeah, there's this whole thing that we're figuring out when it comes to traveling from point to point or place to place and still keeping kosher on the road.
pickles.
It's a bit of a game, and
all
some
pickles.
very, very stinky pickles. We're on our way to Cold Stone Creamery to, well, go ahead and get some ice cream, and then we're 2 hours away from the Gamer Ranch. So we'll be there soon. I did banana ice cream with strawberries and bananas broken up in it because I need a good dinner.
And I did a cake batter ice cream with golden Oreos and cookie dough inside of it because
Yeah.
I don't need a good dinner.
So if you've watched to this point, rate down below who chose the best ice cream dish. It's an important question. So we are on the way to Gamer Ranch 2020, which is going to be a good old time. This place has over 2,000 board games. I don't know, I thought that'd be fun. Has over 2,000 board games, a bunch of video games, and room for a group of people to all get together and, yeah, play some games, do some coverage. We'll probably do a zoomed in thing on that as well at some point. Chase the geese! Chase them, we will get the geese. Honk, 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 honk. Oh, so Jan just arrived. We are here at the Gamer Ranch.
Yes.
This is gonna be a whole weekend thing, so y'all are only gonna see Thursday, Friday. Jan, you wanna go check out the area?
Have you shown them everything already?
First off, this is the main lobby,
It's so pretty.
which Jan is already heavily impressed by. I'm spinning slow so no one gets too dizzy. The fridge here, Jan, go stand next to the fridge. Do your arms around it. There you are. That's the size
the
of a Jan.
largest fridge I've seen
That
in
is
my
a
life.
standard Jan size fridge. Jan, shall we
Oh no, no interest in the inside?
no, shall we
Oh, nobody cares about
shall we
that.
enter through here?
What? Yes? Hello? Is that me? Wait. What? How do you play it?
What do you mean, how do you play it?
Okay, but how do I select stuff? It doesn't stop!
Jen, we'll play in a minute. We'll play in a minute. There's another room over
But it's the WrestleMania.
No, we've been talking
Crocodile?
about
Where's the air hockey? I was
Jan.
told there's air hockey.
Over this direction. Through this door.
Oh, holy cow. What?
This is insane.
Oh, and he's got the.
This is crazy!
What?
What is happening? Are you following
You're
Jen
set
around?
back there. You can do those like.
Am I gonna fly my way out of this or?
This is like a maze. Look.
No, this is a game. Let's see if we can trap Jen.
Hold on a second. Over here.
The game
Ryan,
is,
you don't have to worry about that. I'm already
the game
lost.
is, the
The
game is
shells are gonna
finding your
move.
game. Finding your game.
You can make 3 moves
Marco.
in 1 turn.
Holy, oh my god.
Marco.
It's a lot of games, man.
2,200, I think. Whoa. Hello.
Actually, 2,200, and then all of this is new stuff. This is all new stuff.
I saw that there was Golem outside.
Gargoyles, Summer Camp, Cloud
Dominant
Age,
Species Marine.
Yeah.
Haven't played it yet.
Dominant species.
Marine. Yeah.
dude.
Did you know that I had no idea what this was?
Isn't this so cool?
I thought it was just like a normal cabin in the woods, and then
No.
apparently it's a gamer's paradise.
We should get like blades or something and slide down.
I would actually do
Yeah.
that, but we might go through that
Oh, the
window.
bunk beds. Wait, you might.
Apparently, I have a bunk bed.
Dude.
Precious.
I know, right?
You gonna sleep on the top bunk?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Look at all these Legos. Wait,
Well,
what is-
thank you so much, Derek.
Thank you so much for what?
For calling me cute.
I would say you're cute.
Well, you already made.
We made it to the Gamer Ranch, and I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea where we were going.
We went down a really, really, really long dirt road that created a lot of gravel dust on the car, and we made it to this.
I mean, this is basically like a board gamer or video gamer's paradise with 2,000 plus games, rooms upon rooms, outdoor activities from exploring the lake here to a whole disc golf course that goes around the outer perimeter.
Not that many gamers really like outdoors. We like to huddle inside.
I mean,
but there's
there
also
are
a Lego table. There's TVs
Dance
everywhere.
Dance Revolution.
There's foosball.
An
there's
entire gym
racquetball.
to work out at. Listen, all I'm saying is that we're going to do a compilation of all the different rooms and spaces that are here. I thought we were going to a cabin in the woods. It turns out this cabin in the woods has been, well, upgraded slightly. Yeah, this is pretty...
This is better than I was expecting.
It's pretty ridiculous. We finally made it here. Lots of games are happening, and I figured I'd tell you all or show you all who actually joined. Mr. Love Thy Nerd, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Matt Warmbier. I don't know what else to say, but
I mean, where people can find you?
Oh, hey, lovethynerd.com, or if you want to watch us on Twitch, twitch.tv/lovethynerd.
Who's this handsome fella?
Jimmy Hudson, Board Game Closet. Check us out on YouTube and all that.
Yeah, they do some fancy stuff, and we have some skeevious people over here.
Is that right?
You can go first.
Hey everybody, my name is Ryan. I'm from the channel Man vs. Meeple. You can find us on YouTube and on social media, Twitter, Facebook, all of that jazz.
Yeah, 2 or 3 people know about that guy. This other guy over here might not be as recognizable, but I guarantee his games are.
Yeah. I'm Mike Henson with Elf Creek Games. You can follow us on Twitter and all the other stuff at Elf Creek Games.
What Elf Creek Games has what? Elf Creek
Are we playing a pre-production copy of Merchants of the Dark Road? We might be.
Might be later.
We certainly might be later. Either way, lots of games going on. That's not everyone though. We have a few other people. First off is going to be this handsome young fellow.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Hey, Derek Funkhauser.
That's about all you need
Board
to say,
Game
I suppose.
Spotlight.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Monsieur.
AJ Novacek. I kind of work with Elf Creek Games a little bit. So.
Sort of. It's a very gentle way to introduce him. And then these two over here.
Josh Swartz, Molten Meeple.
Heather Swartz, Molten Meeple, and Chip Theory Games.
Yeah. There's a few big announcements coming from Chip Theory Games here soon. I don't know what they are, and she won't share them with me. We of course have Jan Bigas, which we don't need to introduce very much.
Hi.
Lizzie Funkhauser over here, and would you introduce yourself? I believe founder of Love Thy Nerd. Is that accurate?
One of the founders.
Okay.
Yeah, along with 5 other people. I'm April Lynn Cowett, the chief resource nerd at Love Thy Nerd.
And the last person I hadn't had a chance to introduce yet, Monsieur Quartermaster Logistics. Go ahead and let them know where they can find your stuff.
Well, you're not going to find my stuff
No, not at all.
anywhere.
Ever.
But I'm the sales manager at Quartermaster Logistics.
So you know when you get those friendly packages in the mail that you're sure the games didn't get destroyed in the process of delivery? Yeah, that little label on the front.
Quartermaster Logistics.
That's your team.
That's our team.
So there you have it. It's been a bit of a trip from Cleveland over to Chicago, down to St. Louis, here to Bland, Minnesota, Montana, wherever we are. Wisconsin? I think that's it. I hope you've enjoyed these vlogs. I hope you're still getting a kick out of watching us cross the country. The next stage is going to be a wild one. We have a lot of things planned, a lot of stuff we're working on. So, I just want to say thank you for tuning in, for watching to this point. And, yeah, we'll be hitting the road again Sunday, this time making our way back to Cleveland and telling a few stories on the way. We'll see you there.